You're listening to the Under the Ring Report, a weekly podcast that asks the question, why pro wrestling? Here's your host, John the Flesh Wound.
It's episode 16 of the Under the Ring Report. Thanks a lot for downloading the show. And if you haven't, make sure to follow us on Twitter at UTRR Podcast. This week, our special guest will be Scary Terry from Rock 94.7 and Zach from Pro Wrestling Off Topic Podcast. So we're going to sit down and talk about the hot topic that's going on right now here on the Under the Ring Report.
Under the Ring Report interview.
All right, wrestling fans, with us this week. It's been a while you guys have been on the show, but Zach from Pro Wrestling Off Topic.
Hello.
And Scary Terry from Rock 94.7.
What's up, y'all?
How you guys doing?
Hey, I'm from Rock 94.7 too.
That's true.
It's too late. Sorry,
exactly.
man.
Well,
I'm trying to help your podcast out here, okay?
Well, I'm just saying.
My 5 listeners.
Zach is one of my beleaguered part-time employees.
Yeah.
And he does a great job.
Oh, yeah. I appreciate that. But that's not what we're here to talk about.
That's right, guys. So, Monday night, the big story, the big reveal, Kurt Angle has an illegitimate son.
That's right.
Yeah, so...
He's such a great wrestler. Why is he being given this angle?
I don't know.
He's not really that great of a wrestler, Terry.
What? You shut
Really?
your
You're talking
whore
about
mouth.
Jason Jordan?
No, we're talking about Kurt freaking Angle.
Okay.
Yeah, I almost had to give you the back of my hand saying Kurt Angle, Olympic
course.
gold medalist,
But-
Kurt Angle.
But come on, man. Jason Jordan wrestled for the Hoosiers,
Yeah.
who
Now-
are known for their wrestling program.
Now, I am from Cincinnati, Ohio. That is where my heart and soul lies. But I'm actually I was born in Indiana, so I have Hoosier in my blood. Hoosier daddy, baby. And I don't see how this does him any good either.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. How old is he? He's like, what, 20 or something? He's a young
Something
kid.
like that.
No, he's not that young, but he's
mid-20s,
in his
maybe?
20s,
Maybe
I think.
mid-20s, I think, yeah.
So, like, before I completely derail this conversation, but it's just, here's the thing. I don't see how this benefits Angle. I don't see how this benefits Jordan either. American Alpha seemed like a perfectly serviceable tag team to me.
Dude, they were dead. They've been dead for months.
Are they? But through crappy booking.
Yeah,
I mean,
but when you book them into oblivion, that's it. There's no rehab for a tag team. They're usually done in WWE once they're done.
Exciting to watch in the ring. When there's an American Alpha match, I perk up. I'm like, oh, I'm going to see some really rad stuff happen between the ropes.
That's what they said about the vaudevillains. And who else? What the hell was the guys with the face paint? I don't remember their name anymore.
The Ascension. Yeah.
But no, you're right about that. It seems that guys who have the fire in NXT, they show up in WWE and sometimes they don't know what to do with them.
Well, no, let's be fair. The American Alpha was given a SmackDown Tag Team title 2-month run or however long they had. The point being, they just didn't seem to connect with the crowd when they were out there, except for the match when they actually won the championships. But once they won the titles, they didn't seem to get over, really. Mm-hmm. Their NXT run on top was actually pretty short, too, because the Revival beat them right away to get the belts back and then kind of sent them out and packing to the main roster. So we've got a situation where you either have to turn them heel, which I don't think that they could have done, but they just didn't decide to do, or break them up. And really, this is one of the higher profile pushes that they could have given Jason Jordan. I'm not saying it's a good idea. I'm saying that if you really want the guy to succeed, this could be a platform for him to succeed.
Well, and from what I'm reading on some of the dirt sheets out there, they're saying Gable's actually the better wrestler of the two. And Meltzer the other day said he wouldn't be surprised if in 4 years he was up there with an AJ Styles. He's that type of wrestler.
Really?
Yeah, he's got some great ability, and I don't disagree with that, but they obviously see different things for him. Mm-hmm. The thing is, if he has that ability, he'll get over on his own.
Yeah.
He will.
But the real thing, though, is what does this do for Jordan? I mean, what does it do for Angle right now?
What does this do for WWE storytelling as a whole? Because that's what I'm trying to figure out. There's nothing about this story. When you're writing a story, what you have to do is make the person who is reading it, viewing it, consuming it go, I wonder what's going to happen next. I am not compelled to find out what happens next because it just seems it's so train wrecky from the start. So Kurt Angle has an illegitimate son. Okay. And then, so Jason Jordan, he's huge. He doesn't look like he can't kick someone's ass. So are we going to book a guy who is jacked like a chicken shit heel and have Kurt Angle, the guy who won a frickin' Olympic gold medal, and we're going to have him cheat, help his illegitimate son cheat his way to a championship? It just. There's a lot of dissonance there that doesn't add up.
And I also realize the hypocritical nature of what this storyline would be. But I think that this could be a potential for Stephanie to come back into the picture and say, Kurt, your son, your biological son, whether you know him as your son or not, your biological son is now on this show, and you're the boss of this show. And I feel like you've been treating him favorably, so you're out.
Well, and we already know where this is going to end. Kurt's coming back to wrestle, and Jordan's going to turn on him. We know that. That's going to be the start.
You think that...
I guarantee you, when this is all said and done, the towards the end game, he will turn on his dad because he left him, didn't know about him, blah, 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 show him that he's his own man, and they will end up wrestling, which will open Kurt up to do more part-time wrestling. Mark my words. That's the only place this can go. Where's this going to go? Where else?
Number one, Kurt Angle's neck has the consistency of a stack of saltines.
Doesn't matter.
How do you put him in the ring? I don't know.
No, he'll have one more match for sure.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be a WrestleMania main event with Triple H this coming year, and then that'll be it for his WWE.
Maybe. Hopefully
career.
not, because, we don't need Triple H burying everybody.
So he won't get... Triple H he'll do the job. That's all he's done for the last couple of years.
So
that's what Sting said.
So you have the nepotism thing, and you have Kurt being held accountable for nepotism or whatever. To me, it just doesn't stack up. Jason Jordan has never been. He doesn't strike me as a guy who's going to make a convincing, compelling heel. He looks like an all-American good guy. Kurt Angle. It doesn't matter what that dude does. People are going to cheer him. I mean, even though they chant "you suck" during his stuff, it's going to be tough to book him as a heel. The only thing that I could see saving this, maybe what you do, okay, Kurt's the GM. Maybe the angle is so what do heels do? They do shenanigans. So what if, for a change, somehow Jason Jordan becomes the guy who is able to get heel shenanigans overturned due to Kurt Angle saying, okay, I saw the replay.
Maybe.
Something screwy happened. Restart the match. And you could do a series of things like that to where you have a babyface who's getting over by playing by the rules. Or maybe they book it as a heel to make him...
But he's going to be... Right now, they're going to ride the wave as a babyface. And truthfully, for Jordan, this is going to be a big push. A real big push for him.
But what does this mean? Does this mean that he gets Intercontinental Championship matches because Kurt Angle says,
and that could be.
Time to go.
But I mean, you know what? Here's the thing. Right now, they're going to take this guy, and he's not going to be a main event. So if anybody's thinking of that, throw that right out, because mid-carder right down the line, and he hopefully will be able to be built up as a strong mid-carder facing whoever, But that's what I look at. You've got Kurt Angle behind you, and you know Kurt Angle's going to come to the ring with him and make people... There's going to be that animosity. People are going to be jealous, and I think your ideas of giving title shots to people, because he's his son, that could bring the whole storyline. But for the guy himself, I'm okay with it, but it's still a pretty stupid-ass story.
It smacks of Hornswoggle being Fit Finley's son. By the way, I was at Rock USA and I ran into Hornswoggle watching Ozzy. It was the most. And granted, I was at Rock USA. I saw some pretty surreal stuff, but that was the most surreal.
Did they
thing
toss him?
No, that would have been mean. I thought about approaching him, but I'm like, he probably gets hit up by jackasses all the time.
Well, he lives over there.
So, but getting back to that, it smacks of that. It smacks of Edge and Christian being brothers. And it's just like, this is the 21st century. Why are we doing this kind of booking right now? I mean, the only...
They got me. I'll say this. I tuned in Monday just for that.
A lot of people did.
Yeah, and you know what? I was pissed. I really was. I was like, why did I waste 10 minutes watching this? Because I'm not dumb. I knew it wasn't going to be until the top of the hour, so I didn't tune in until then. But, yeah, it was kind of garbage. I don't know.
So, I mean, I don't know, man. So I looked at I saw the results, and I'm like, what a resounding thud. Mm-hmm. I mean, okay, he's got an illegitimate son. Okay, who could it possibly be? I don't know, man. I just don't see where this. I don't see. There's nothing about this that makes me go, "Ooh, what's going to happen next?" I'm just all these options that are being thrown out there. I'm just like, if I watch it happen, I'm not going to be too excited about it. You know,
I will give it to Kurt though. He gave a hell of a performance on Monday. He did crying. It was pretty wild. So I'll give him the benefit of the doubt there.
Yeah, but I just it's sad to say, but you know what? Within 3 months, we're going to forget about this storyline, kind of like they do most storylines.
That's bold.
That's bold. And you know, Zach, did Terry tell you his secret? You know, he did know your mom.
You knew my mom.
Come here, son.
You knew my mom 25 years ago.
You didn't know you would be learning.
Did you serve in Operation Desert Storm?
I was.
Were you in Saudi Arabia in 1991?
I was in something in 1991. Your mom.
Oh my God! No,
it was me. It was me all along, Zach.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot. Have a good one. That's going to do it for this week's show. Once again, thanks to Scary Terry from Rock 94.7 and Zach from Pro Wrestling Off Topic Podcast. If you haven't, make sure to visit Under the Ring Report and subscribe to our show. If you enjoy what you're hearing, leave us a review. That would be great. And you can also follow us on Facebook and on Twitter at UTRR Podcast. Thanks a lot for joining us, and we'll be back next week with another new episode of the Under the Ring Report.
Hello, wrestling fans and sports fans of all kinds. This is the Honky Tonk Man, the greatest WWF Intercontinental Champion of all time, and you're listening to Under the Ring Report.
Thanks for listening to the Under the Ring Report. Please visit undertheringreport.com and subscribe for free so you can listen every week to the Under the Ring Report.